is up, gamers and gamettes? I just coined that. Don't copy it. You can. I think it's clever. So, waiting on Elden Ring, I decided to try a different route and play some Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. It is a beautiful From Software game about a shinobi rather than your typical hollowed undead, and we are ready to get moving on here. Yep, that's me. It's my gamer tag. Add me if you really love me. If you don't, that's okay. Just subscribe. That's all that matters, right? So we're going to go ahead and do a new game just to start it from the beginning for you guys. And it's actually really fun for me to start things over for the sake of my viewers.
In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict.
3 or 4 games now.
The fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Is the war finally over?
Master swordsman Ishin Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield. He trained relentlessly, and indeed, went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the Shinobi Code. As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Some 20 years after Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Alright, let's get started with Beers and Blades. Playing some Sekiro, having a couple beers, hanging out with the subscribers and the prospective subscribers. Please subscribe. Like a little tutorial area.
That shinobi at the bottom of the well. We didn't shackle him, restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody?
Not at all. Not only is he unarmed, he has completely lost his will to live. Nothing but a coward. Unworthy.
Wait till I get my sword. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you good. But first, you gotta learn how to lead chain. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Surprise face.
You did well to come here. It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head.
Oh wow.
Kusabimaru, your sword.
Kusabimaru.
My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of lord and retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
As you command.
Alright, got to explore a little bit. And you guys drop a comment. Let me know if you actually prefer me to play through these cutscenes or just go ahead and skip them. Majority rules. This is a democracy on my channel. Just let me know what you prefer.
Loyal Wolf, I see you are wounded. It is a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to...
So the healing gourd for my Dark
Now
Souls
then, were
fans,
you great?
After what?
Do you not remember?
that is like your Estus
No, but
flask.
now
As you say.
there's a sea lord.
Everything
Ishin.
works
I
the
asked
same
what you
exact
fussing,
way.
You know, I will do.
Find the passage, whistle for the kid. Got it. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that to quick items. You want to add your gourd first off, then your pellets, and then the homeward idol, but it's not really useful right now, but just go ahead and add it. And gonna go ahead and slap one of these back. Oh yeah. So this is a tutorial area. It doesn't really matter if you really does or not, but after that long intro, I feel like you have to. So of course, right bumper attack, left bumper parry, or if you like PlayStation, R1, L1, respectively. That red dot there, that is a death blow. Either do enough damage to an enemy or do enough posture damage, which is completely different. Posture damage is like their blocking stamina or their overall stamina. When you do posture damage, it allows you to execute a death blow. And that's really important moving forward, and I will explain that some more later once we unlock the skill tree. And then different from Dark Souls and everything, your items, if you look at the top of my ponytail here, see that gold? That's an item. So we're gonna make sure we grab that. So the healing gourd, it is your Estus flask, the equivalent of that. Every single time you rest. The number of uses is dependent on gourd seeds, which I will also cover later. And then pellets they're like a health over time, and they can be purchased and also found throughout the world. And you can have some stored in your food, so I'll go over that as well. So you can hold left bumper to block, and if you want to get your parry timing down, hit left bumper right before it lands and parry. Quick rundown of the combat system there. And if you hold right bumper, you can do a thrust. Like I said, not a big deal. Tutorial area. You can die, you can play around. This is a perfect place, not really for farming, because you don't get anything from it, but to practice your parry, timing, and other issues you might have. And as you just saw, practice makes perfect. A yellow bar down at the bottom, that's my posture. If they break your posture, you can no longer block. not a good time. If you notice, Sekiro does not have a stamina bar. This serves the same purpose. His posture bar got filled up, so death blow initiated. Take a look at that real quick. Little red dots above their health bar shows you how many death blows are required. Each death blow takes away one red dot. Take away the final red dot, they die permanently, and you beat the mini boss. Heal Gourd. Making it look easy. There we go. It's not as bad as you might think. Don't overthink it. And we saw an item over here. There we go. Fistful of Ash. It's one of my favorite things. And this idol cannot be activated? Question mark. Idols are like bonfires. So we're gonna pull this back up and equip the Fistful of Ash. It's one of my favorite quick items. Let's go ahead and look at it. So basically you hit your U's, which is the up arrow if you don't change your controls, and you throw it in their eyes and it basically staggers them. Lets you get in some free hits and all that. Pretty solid choice, especially for bosses, or if you have a really aggressive enemy or a multitude of enemies. Throw that ash, and next thing you know, you get some free hits out of it. Eavesdropping, really cool in this game. You can use that to basically gain some insight on what to do. Just go ahead and listen in. No, tell me more. Wow. Your average blue-collar conversation trying to make that 8-hour shift go by. Or more. Some overtime and all that. And a troll. Really love them for adding this. Did a great job from Software. Look at his classic shoes. How ugly he is. He's definitely a troll under the bridge. Attention to detail matters. Ooh, another pellet. Gotta take a moment to respond to Hubris Fish on chat right here. Appreciate that. Love the engagement. Security got tight, but no one's here. Really enjoying it. Yes.
Wolf, you found it. Now let us leave this place.
Yes, my lord.
To think that this is the only way, to run from the fated bloodline, is the only answer.
You know, I can never seem to beat this guy. There's a lot of people better at this game, probably, than me, but I've never beat this guy.
The divine air.
If you can, if you have, good for you, man.
Last
Slow
we stood
clap.
together was your
You
uncle's
deserve an achievement.
Lord Genichiro. Thank you.
Leave this to me.
So the noble shinobi stands in our way. You face Genichiro.
So, the red mark is an unparable attack. You either have to dodge, counter, or something of the sort, more later. That was tough. Yep. Quick end to me. Don't worry, we'll clap those sheets later with some upgrades and whatnot. Guarantee it. Alright, that concludes the blades part. Time for another beer real quick.
Has to offer. The divine heir will be coming with me.
What is this?
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate, just yet. What your eyes, the eyes, you do. You're quite the other. There's one to strike. You see the kind-faced Buddha.
So we've got the prosthetic. Very important. You can upgrade that going onwards. This, I will get to this later and explain what it is for. And it's actually very important for story progression. And here is our first bonfire. You don't need the remnants. They don't actually do anything for progression. It's the same thing as bloodstains in Dark Souls. You can just see somebody else getting clapped, or maybe dropping some hints. Never know. Roll the dice there, and items. So I want to go ahead and touch on that real quick for you guys that might not be familiar. So you walk up to the item and you hit X, or if you're playing PlayStation, square. But if you hold that button down, it makes this whirlwind around you, and you can pull in all the loot near you from defeated enemies, that type of thing. So you walk from the temple. This is going to be our Firelink Shrine / central hub, home base, whatever you want to call it. Here's your first bonfire, which is your save point. You'll travel back here. So to the left, if you're like looking this way, to the left is how we're going to go to progress, and to the right is a very useful tool for training. You don't get anything from fighting him, but it's really essential for honing skills if you are that type of player.
Your name? But you do have the look of a shinobi. Sir, please hear my face in battle.
Quick display here. We're gonna go ahead and beat this guy. He has the movesets of most basic enemies. He's not hard to beat. Very useful for training.
Still alive.
So anytime you acquire a new skill or you want to practice combat, you can talk to him.
That sword, it was a thing to behold. Few have managed to kill me in such a thorough manner.
Thanks, man. I try.
Some call it undying. Others, infested. I can't die, so I just am. How about you? Say, why don't you use me for some sort? Might come in handy for warm body. Well,
Very well.
right then, they say.
So you can talk to him, get real friendly, or go to training, and it will go over everything that you have unlocked, any new skills you acquire. So if you feel like you're getting beat up and clapped a little bit too much, go over to this guy, do some practice. You don't lose anything when you fight him.
Come back whenever you like. If you have techniques to try.
So let's get started. Nice. I love grappling hooks. I'm like Kim Possible, but with a sword. And rest right here. So, same thing as a bonfire. You sit here and use it as your new checkpoint. Now, if you hit the rest button right here, it will reset all enemies around you, respawn everyone, and also heal you completely. You can travel between different idols, and if you look at your inventory here, it's basically like your screen to tell you about what level you are. Unseen aid, that 30% up there, keep an eye on that. What that means is that in this game, when you kill enemies, you get sin, which is your currency. Down there I have 0. I've killed no enemies. It's on the very, very bottom right. So I have a 30% chance when I die of not losing any currency. On the bottom left are your spirit totems. You use those for activating your shinobi prosthetic skills. Just take note of that. We will touch on it some more later. Undo Sugar reduces the damage you take from attacks. Would definitely save these up until later in the game. I know it's tempting to go ahead and use them, but honestly, like the first 3 hours of gameplay, if you played for 3 hours straight, really just about honing skills. And even though this is a From Software game, it is not all about straightforward combat. There's a lot of stealth here, and sometimes you just need stealth to survive, and sometimes you can run straight through. So one of the most useful things, pick an enemy, jump, and then take down from above. Hold down your button for collecting loot and get some set. So your items in an area do not respawn. So it's always good to go ahead and explore a little bit, especially new areas, especially starting out. Things like pellets are super useful. Ceramic shards. You can carry a lot of those, and the whole premise of that is when you use it, you can distract enemies and basically like kind of skirt them where you want them to go based on where you throw it. Makes it really easy if you are really focused on stealth or trying to fight one enemy at a time. I have a more aggressive playstyle, especially in the earlier stages. So right here, we're going to pick him and take him out. Well, he just fell to his death, I think. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. Oh man. I won't get any coins for him though. It's kind of sad. Undo Sugar. Some more of that. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm really sorry. I am from the South and I've never been hooked on phonics. So, my bad. Yes. Alright. So this is our first prosthetic. It allows you to throw shuriken. So what that just said is that we are going to convene back to the old sculptor. Those wolves are a real pain in the ass, and the shuriken is my favorite way of dispatching them, as well as the lizards. The lizards are very sneaky. They're poisonous, and there's nothing better than just throwing a really sharp, pointy metal thing at them and killing them instantly.
I found one.
A shinobi tool?
Yes.
I said before, but it's fitting more things.
Yep. Tell me all about it.
I found one. Yes.
But it's fitting if that's the more I think.
Yes, give me the frisbee of death. Alright, so now that we've done that,
You're quite this.
go ahead and back out, open your equipment menu, and this is how you equip a new prosthetic. Hit that, see the spirit emblem cost. So it takes one spirit emblem to throw one shuriken. We currently have 0 spirit emblems. That will change. Now that we have acquired the prosthetic, it will start to drop spirit emblems throughout the world. You can also purchase spirit emblems, but it's really not necessary unless you're dying after using a lot of prosthetic abilities. Then I would purchase it, but other than that, I usually don't find myself buying them. Alright, so let's check it out. You hit right trigger to activate it. Boom. Easy day. Oh yeah, the mini boss over here. That's a fun guy. Alright. That's frustrating. Quiet you. Okay, just kind of exploring a little bit, make sure we don't miss anything. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright. I'm not seeing anything fancy. Okay, so anyway, this way, mini boss. See some collectibles down there. Collectibles over here. Let's see what we won. Tell me what they won, Bob. Pellets. Need those. We're going to go ahead and set ourselves up for this battle. Healing Gourd. And hit the left stick to crouch. Super sneaky boy. And we are going to go ahead and get one stealth hit on this guy. Super important for most bosses to try to get back there and get that free death blow, so that all you have to worry about is that last one. Let's get it. I'm gonna leave that up for you guys to look at. So a little background here. It makes the same exact symbol for all of them. And what it says, what it means when it says watch carefully, is it doesn't actually tell you what is going to happen. You have to look at the enemy and see what's being telegraphed. It's not going to make a different symbol or a different sound or anything if it's a thrust, a sweep, or a grab. You have to make an educated decision there. Just keep that in mind moving forward. Let's clap a boss. Really hope I didn't jinx myself. So the prosthetic is really useful for interrupting attacks. Oof. Yep, got it. Roll away. Panic roll. Got it. And a pellet. Posture, so you gotta get away, but his posture is still pretty damaged. So if you fill his posture bar up, you don't actually have to lower his health. You can still get that death blow. Oh, he just brought some back. Pop another pellet. I mean, this guy's just bad. And of course, like most bosses, he will not respawn. And a Gourd seed. I like it. So anyway, we're going to use that homeward idol and go back to the temple. I'm going to go ahead and use that Gourd seed to up our medicinal water capacity. So we will get 2 heals. And we will save that prayer bead for later. You have to have 4 prayer beads to up your attack power. Each boss and mini boss gives you 1. Do the math. We are 25% to a new upgrade of attack power.
The power. I never thought.
Who are you?
My name. You. The I never.
Who are you?
My name. I am a.
What?
Forgive me. However, to assist. I'm not. However, the Gourd that I am a doctor.
Basically, she's telling you give her the Gourd.
Yes, but it seems.
And if you have Gourd seeds,
yes,
it will
adding
up
if you
your
find.
capacity.
Is this a Gourd seed?
Yes, plant this. Perfect. Now the volume.
Such a
Is it
Nice.
straight? If it's effect, that's what my.
I see.
Please bring. I should be a. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's go over here. So now we rest, and when we leave we have 2 gourds. Super useful. So this is a really good stopping point for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Drop some comments. Let me know about whatever you want to let me know about. Pretty open to suggestions and whatnot. Alright. Thumbstick Dad out.